On November 6, 1945, a new power was unleashed in the skies over Hiroshima, Japan. Blinding light and searing heat lit up the new horizon, unleashing a new energy to the world following the explosion of the atomic bomb Little Boy. Since that time, this energy has been harnessed in nuclear power plants across America and around the world. Today, I urge you to rethink what you know about nuclear power and the solutions that it can provide for an ongoing energy crisis that we face today. America and many other countries around the world are constantly seeking a new, reliable source of energy that can replace fossil fuels that are slowly but surely being dried up in front of us. I have researched this topic in depth across multiple subjects across my academic career. And today I will talk to you about the benefits of nuclear power, the costs associated with it, and ways to mitigate these costs. First, nuclear power provides a wide scope of benefits as both a form of energy today and in the future. One of the largest benefits of nuclear power is its lack of carbon emissions when compared to fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas. In its production process, rather than emitting carbon dioxide and other carbon gases into the atmosphere, nuclear energy instead only releases hydrogen and oxygen in the form of water vapor and steam into the atmosphere. A report by the United States Environmental Protection Association found that 60% of all carbon emissions originate from fossil fuels. Furthermore, a whole quarter of these fossil fuels originate in the energy production industry. The adoption of nuclear power can help dramatically reduce this number. It was also found that since 1950, the carbon dioxide emission rate has slowly but surely been climbing. With the help of nuclear power, this is a trend that can be quickly stopped and reversed. Not only does nuclear energy have the possibility to reduce our carbon footprint, but also help reduce the financial strain on both the government and on regular citizens. While the initial costs and time for producing and constructing a nuclear power plant are higher than its counterparts, such as coal and oil facilities, over the long term, maintenance costs and operational costs are much lower. And additionally, nuclear power plants can produce electricity at much more efficient rates in terms of cost to consumers. This being said, is it not time to start thinking about the future rather than focusing on immediate short-term rewards? Nuclear energy also holds a strong advantage over renewable sources such as solar and wind. In findings from the Nuclear Engineering Institute, it was found that to match the production of a nuclear facility, a wind farm would need to use over 1,000 times more acres of land than a nuclear power plant. Nuclear facilities have the opportunity to provide benefits ranging from cheap, efficient form of energy now and in the future, and reducing our carbon footprint. Although there are a wide variety of benefits, there are still costs that are associated with nuclear power. Second, the costs associated with nuclear power cannot be overlooked when discussing the future of atomic energy. When many people hear the word nuclear power plant, their thoughts race with the tragedies of meltdown that resulted at power plants such as Chernobyl, 3 Mile Island, and most recently, Fukushima in Japan. All of these accidents had immediate and long-lasting, devastating consequences that must be dealt with. Aside from the issue of meltdown, another key point in the anti-nuclear argument is the topic of nuclear waste. Annually, the United States produces approximately 2,000 metric tons of nuclear waste that can remain harmful for thousands, even millions of years. Currently, this nuclear waste is stored in remote, isolated areas such as the deserts of Nevada and New Mexico, where the public and the environment is safe from exposure to this radiation. This is a problem that must be solved if we hope to move forward with nuclear energy. Nuclear energy has its costs, such as the meltdown issue and issues of nuclear waste. Despite these costs, however, nuclear energy is a viable and the ultimate solution in energy for the future, providing solutions to mitigate the problems that arise. Nuclear energy costs can be mitigated through breakthroughs in technology and advancements in other fields to help reduce these costs. Safety has increased by leaps and bounds since the incidents of the 20th century that occurred at Chernobyl and 3 Mile Island. We have resources today that were unimaginable back at that time, such as heavily reinforced concrete containment centers for nuclear reactors and highly advanced early warning systems. Recently, the tragedy at Fukushima has also caused a wave of reform to arise in nuclear power plant inspection and safety. These reforms will serve no other purpose but to ensure the safety of power plants today and in the future. In response to issues of nuclear waste, companies such as TerraPower have arisen out of think tanks. In this instance, out of a think tank led by former Microsoft Chief Technology Officer Nathan Myhrvold, and in fact by Bill Gates. This company seeks to turn spent radioactive waste into a recyclable form of energy that can provide energy for America for the foreseeable future, helping to reduce our carbon footprint, and ultimately provide a safe and efficient future for all of us. Technology and further advancements have helped us create a way to mitigate the costs associated with nuclear power. Today, I've talked about the benefits of nuclear energy, the costs associated with it, and ways to mitigate these problems. I now urge you all to consider what I have said and to analyze what future provides us with nuclear energy. As stated by U.S. Congressman Michael Burgess, he stated that nuclear power will help provide the electricity that our growing economy needs without increasing emissions. This is truly an environmentally responsible form of energy.